Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I was just going to share with you a little something that I've been working on. They're fabric focal points. They're just from scrap pieces of fabric that I have from other projects, some trim, lace, buttons, and embroidery thread. Just putting together a little fabric cluster that I can either later use inside of a fabric journal or a paper journal. I have a lot of reconstructed jean patches that I've made. I've ripped up several pairs of jeans that still lay in my fabric stash. And so I'm just trying to come up with some cute little focal points. I've used some stamping on some cotton fabric, some flowers and sayings. This one says grow and bloom, and I put it inside like it's a pocket. And they're just wrought on the back. You can either glue another piece of fabric onto this and make it prettier, or you could just glue this onto a piece of paper or fabric, or stitch it onto a piece of fabric. I'm going to start working on a fabric journal today. This one's got a little bird button on it and kind of like a little bow that I made on a piece of jean. Be a cute little corner or something. I just started getting back into some embroidery that I used to do about 20 years ago. So these pieces of material are very old. This is some oilcloth I made by ironing on some glossy adhesive on to the top of fabric years ago for a project. And I'm just kind of creating little creative focal points out of it. This is going to be a botanical journal. I'm going to make a paper one and a fabric one. So I have trees and sayings like cure. This was from a skincare bag, Earth's Cure, I believe. I cut it up and repurposed it into this piece of fabric art. Some pieces are very simple, cute. This could be an edge on a paper journal, some lace trim with pearls on jean material. It's very cute. Fun buttons. Little leaf. I haven't embroidered in a very long time. I used to do it quite a bit in the 90s. I still have some hoops and stuff. So I'm slowly getting back into that when my husband watches TV at night. I just kind of sit there and I have a bag of scraps that I just try to put together and make a cute little something out of it. This is a stamp. Another stamp. Trim. I thought about coloring these in with maybe some paint pens later. I could do that, or just leave it as is. Is this a pocket? Yeah, this is a little pocket that I made. I could later cut that down to size and just make a tag that fit that. This is another little pocket, a little smaller one. Let's see. Bloom and grow. Could put some birds in there or something. I have a little bowl of ephemera. Could even put a heart in here. Put that in your journal. Journals can have both fabric or paper, and paper, I should say. Bloom and grow and bloom again. This one's kind of like a little corner pocket, maybe, for some sort of tag or paper ephemera again. You could stick whatever you want in there. Maybe we'll stick a heart like that, and a bird. And just stick that in your little paper or fabric journal. So the person could make maybe a tag of what they want with this, you know, create something out of this bundle. So that's what I've been working on at night. It's nice to just sit there again, and it's very relaxing to try to come up with something out of your scraps. There you go. Hope that inspires you to make something out of the scraps that you have, whether it's paper or fabric. Create a little busy basket at night with your buttons and trims and fabrics and threads, and just see what you could come up with. If you don't do anything with these, this would make a nice little packet of fabric ephemera. You could either sell this or swap it with other people for things that they've made. I would kind of name this a botanical theme, maybe, with blues and greens and earth tones, maybe. And then I've taken my scraps that I have had laying around when I cut my threads, and I've glued them on, Mod Podged them onto these index cards. So that would kind of be, you know, kind of cute, like when this dries. This is kind of soggy right now, but you could cut that down into a cute little tag, and that would be a little journal spot once it's dry for this pocket. The little fabric journals that I was talking about earlier, this is canvas material that I have, some of it I have straight cut, which I don't like as much, and some of it I've started the cut and then ripped it and got a frayed edge, which I like better. But I started following some new channels about fabric art. And, you know, I love working on paper, but I've done so much of it, and I have journals and journals and journals full of paper art journal pages, and paper art journals that I've created, and I've even sold some of them, but I just wanted to try something different with the focal points that I was talking about earlier in the channel, or on this, can't even find the right words today, not this channel, but this video specifically. I have been doing these at night, and so I thought, well, in what way can I use them other than on paper? And is there such a thing as a fabric journal? And of course, I typed it in YouTube, and up popped a bunch of people that are making fabric journals, and I thought that's perfect. So I will link in my description box a couple of the new people that I've followed, and where you can watch them create these little art journal bases. This is just, like I said, canvas material. This is pretty thick. It's very heavy duty. And I bought this because I paint on this. And I make pouches out of painted canvas. And they're very cute. But anyway, this is about 7 or 8 by 4. Most of them are like 8 by 4. You don't have to be precise, but you make, if you're doing any measuring at all, just kind of make your outer one a little tiny bit bigger than your inner pages. And you just slow stitch this down the middle, and you have your little booklet. Same thing with this. And you have your little booklet. And not only could you use these little pieces, parts like so, you know, like that'd be a cute little cover. How cute, I love it. But what they are showing this is my busy bag at night, and it's full of, I will show you here in 1 minute. It's actually a planner, Create 365, the Happy Planner bag. But it's full of like hoops and stamped images and a needle book, buttons. And then on this side, I have 2 pouches that I stuff full of all kinds of trims and pieces that can serve as a base. But what they're doing with these little fabric booklets is not only just doing stuff like this, which I think that is so cute. I'm so excited, you guys. But is to just piece together. I would use my fabric scissors, but I'm just going to do this right now. Is just to piece together your... This is some tie-dyed fabric that I did one day. And I like bright colors. But let's just say this was a bright color. That would be cute. And then you slow stitch this, each piece. You hand stitch this on with your embroidery thread. You hand stitch that on. You hand stitch this on. You hand stitch that on. And that's your little fabric booklet. And you can leave these, or you can trim them off. You can have a pile like this and repurpose this into another piece of art, which is a lot of times if I'm doing something stuffed, like I made stuffed hearts for Valentine's Day, I take this stuff and I stick it in there with my fluff, my fiberfill, and use that. I try not to waste things. I love to repurpose and recycle as much as possible. It becomes like a vendetta almost. Like if you saw my craft room right now, you would think, oh my God, this woman is such a pack rat. But like I keep packaging like this so I can kind of see what I can make later to repurpose. You know, here we go with the hearts again, but this could be a cute little piece inside, maybe not here, but inside of another journal. And you could cover this all with fabric, and you have a little like pocket there, and you could put your little ephemera And this doesn't end up in a landfill. This is very hard plastic. It's very good packaging. So I try to help out as much as I can with recycling and repurposing in it. Create yourself a busy bag like this with all your scraps, your bases, and your pieces parts. And you could make a little fabric journal like this, like this. That's just cute by itself. And then you can go through and decorate your little pages. I'm gonna put this together here in a little bit. You can pop these in your sewing machine like I just did, or you can hand sew them. I chose to just run them down the middle, down my sewing machine to get it started. But these are the little canvas fabric journals. You can make them any size, do anything you want, any fabric, anything. There's some pieces parts that I wanted to make some pages for, so I just sewed some pieces together and created a page to fit this cover. So then I just went down each edge with a zigzag stitch and created this one. It's super easy to start, and now you can just throw this in your bag and put your little embellishments on it like we did this one. Give them as a gift for Happy Mail.